dark road at night or strolling through the...
Hello everybody, SirMonkeySuit here, back again, or Zappy if you want to call me that. We're on Steins Gate, we're doing episode 22 now, and in the last episode, yeah, I mean, we're pretty much at the point where it's, you know, in one world line Kirisu dies, and the other one Mayuri dies. At least that's what they think. That's what they're thinking anyway. So, like, we know that Kirisu dies. We've seen that in the original world line. We have never seen Mayuri die in the original world line. So we don't. Like, I personally don't know how they figure out that if you remove all the day-mail that she's gonna be ultimately fine. She's gonna be ultimately saved. We'll just have to see. The big thing, obviously, yesterday, on the last episode, was Kirisu was talking to somebody else. I have no idea who. So hopefully that gets brought up very soon. I'm sure it will, considering when you're nearing the end, to be fair. So yeah, I'm sure we'll get it at some point. But yeah, I don't think we need to talk about anything else. So without further ado, let's get in episode 22, shall we? Let's go.
We undo that email. You'll be murdered.
Just a reminder, guys, that if you go into the description and go onto the Patreon link and get the early access tier, which is $5 a month, you can get access to 4 Steins Gate videos a week. And that will be like nearing its end right now because it's nearing the end of the series. Aside from Steins Gate 0, which is up, but you know, that pretty much goes for every show that I'm doing. So you'll get 4 episodes of every show a week that I'm doing. So you know, it's pretty good value for $5 a month. So yeah, if you want more, then that's the place to go.
Don't stay up here so long you draw the ire of Uncle Heatstroke.
I was gonna say it's just the opposite, isn't it?
Hey, Okabe?
What's up? Never mind then.
Does it say hey Okabe and then fall asleep? What? As if the subtitle says what the fuck.
You could have mentioned the rain a little sooner, you know. For crying out loud, I'm soaked to the bone.
I'm no meteorologist.
Jesus, they're only like 2 meters away from the...
staring up at the cloud.
Oh. Well, alright, maybe about 5 meters away from the door. Like, yeah, that's not time to get drenched.
Was that always there?
I must have snagged it on something while I was looking for you.
Sewing kit on me. I can get it fixed up for you in a jiff.
Quite the housefrau.
Spare me the smirk. I get it. I'm a girl, so I'm good at home ec stuff. Blah. Just give me the damn coat.
Just praying that I don't get the pink.
Ah! Don't try anything.
You wouldn't reply to my messages or answer my calls.
Wait, were you worried about
I'd
me?
be remiss if I didn't keep tabs on my assistant.
It's pink.
This is where you found me.
Fluorescent red blood.
How do you know that?
Yeah. I can remember it happening. But the memories I have are so hazy. They're not just of that. I remember you. How hard this has all been. You live it again and again, but in the end she always dies. I've seen how hard you've been fighting for her. I realize how irreplaceable Mayuri is to you. I've never been that person to anybody.
That's not the time to bring that up. Don't bring up the sort of jealousy thing.
Okabe, Mayuri has to live, and you're the one who has to make it happen.
If I return to that world line, you will die.
If that's what it takes, so be it. I've racked my brain looking for some magic solution, something that would save us both. But there isn't one. Okabe, wait!
You won't die. I'm not gonna let you. I refuse! What was the point of this repetitious hell if I have to lose someone either way?
No more running. This is what I want. Going back won't change that. All that's gonna happen is you'll watch Mayuri die again. Don't go back.
Do you know how many times I've watched her die now? Dozens, easily. Again, and again, and again, and again, and again. No matter how many times I have to watch it to save you, it's not going to break me!
If losing Mayuri doesn't hurt you anymore, then your heart is already broken. Please, Okabe, save her. If you let her die, you're going to regret it the rest of your life.
If I save Mayuri's life, then you...
I'll just go back. To the initial world line where the D-mail was never sent. I think that's what's best for you. What's best for both of us.
Kurisu's saying that's best for her to die.
Kurisu's the one I relied on when things got rough. I came to her with this over and over, and she always believed in me. A world of ideas dancing in her eyes. And her theories, God, how they always hold me spellbound. I've called her so many things, but never the words in my heart. Kurisu.
So he actually loves her then?
I just don't know how to save you. I'm sorry.
Thank you. Nobody's ever wanted to have me around so much.
Why couldn't it have been somebody else?
You know, there's a lot about changing world lines that we aren't sure of. Even if I am dead in the original world line, that doesn't necessarily mean I'll be dead here too. There are infinite lines. What if each one has its own me? Okabe, please don't think of this as letting me die. Even if the world line changes, and I'm gone, so long as you remember me, I'll still be right there, with you.
Not a person I care for in this whole world, like I do you.
You don't...
Kurisu, I love you.
Whoa.
How do you feel about me?
How do I feel?
I have to know.
Look, okay? Close your eyes.
What for?
Just
Oh
close...
shit. Kiss. 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 Shit.
Let's try it again.
Huh.
I can't risk forgetting this. Not for anything.
Damn. Going in for the second one.
Time is passing so quickly.
My boy.
Damn you, Einstein. Your science is crowding in on our kiss. The passage of time depends entirely on where you're standing. Relativity theory. It's so romantic.
There's a way past this. There is a way we can figure this out, and it has to do with Suzu, right? It has to.
This is it.
Because I think there's...
It's not too late to call the others. Kurisu!
Oh, yeah. Got you something. Catch!
I hope that's not fizzy, because that's going to be a pain to
Throw
open.
like a girl.
Go get it, smartass.
Hey, what?
It hurts me to say it. You're gonna have it rough. It'll be a world where no one else remembers me. Only you. Maybe when you're up
No,
in the
she just
lab,
walked away. Okay.
or drinking your soda, or just walking through town, or maybe even during a kiss. Not every single time, just once in a while. I hope that you'll think of me. Because I'll be right there with you. Even if we're worlds away.
There's a way around this.
What's up?
There
I
is.
think I found it. This
Because...
is the droid we're looking for, right?
Victory is ours for the taking. Despite their vile machinations, we held fast. We stayed true to our convictions and persevered.
He's not going to like
We have
this.
survived the Battle of Ragnarok. To my comrades in arms, who fought and bled for this victory, you have my gratitude. And I promise, I will never forget you. All of this will never have happened. Kurisu.
But Kirisu's supposed to be alive in the future. That's what Suzu said. So there's a way around this. There is.
Forgive me.
Okabe!
Ah! Oh no! Nope!
You want to know how I feel?
Ah! Worst fucking timing.
You should know by now.
Worst fucking timing imaginable. He's in the 1%. Yeah. Alright. That took him past the 1%.
Slab member 004.
004? Oh, a trick question. There isn't one.
The world as we know it has been put to rights, and a future of chaos awaits us. This, my friends, is the choice of Steins Gate.
It's okay. Just be yourself. You don't have to pretend to be Hoi and Kyoma for me. The bad stuff isn't gonna happen to me now. I can tell.
Just,
You can cry now. if
just
you want.
straight nose.
We took apart the phone wave. If we hadn't built it, I'd never have met her. But it came at too high of a price. Too many people had to suffer. Life isn't about do-overs. For good or ill, you get one chance. This is for the best, isn't it, Kurisu?
Hello. Huh? Wait, who is this? I'm your what now? Ocarine, huh? Yeah, let me get him. Hey, Ocarine!
Suzu,
Phone!
fuck.
Some crazy chick.
Listen, I came here from 2036. I'm Hashida Itaru's daughter, Amane Suzuha.
Suzuha, but what are you doing here? How is CERN still a threat in your timeline?
I'll explain when you get here, but you have to hurry. I need you to prevent World War III.
What? Oh shit. Okay, alright. Alright, Suzu's back then. Okay. Right. Prevent World War III. I feel like that's not literal. I think she's talking about, like... She must be talking about other shit. Like, regarding fucking... I don't know. Regarding something with bloody CERN. Has to be. Something like that. Or, if it is actually World War III, then... Wasn't that, like, the analogy she was using when she was talking about the Alpha line and the Beta line? Was the fucking... The Gulf War, right? So what if she's actually talking about a war, and actually Okabe helps stops it, and then that fucking transfers them over to a Gamma line, for example. And then Kirisu and Mayuri are both alive, yay! I don't know. But Suzu's back. Sweet. That's cool. That's good. Right. They were over the 1%, so I guess we're assuming that the original world line actually was over that 1%, like that, I guess. I find it weird that Mayuri knew everything, and it was sort of like a throwaway, it was almost a throwaway line. Like, she said all of that shit, and Okabe was like, oh yeah, that's it. And then we just left it. It was like, no... I don't know, that was strange. Mayuri was just like, it's alright, nothing bad's happening to me anymore. Like, she knew all... That's strange. Kirisu came in at the worst time possible there, like, right at the fucking end. As soon as he hit it, no, that's what you came through. It's fucking great. Perfect. Typical. Got to I love, and then that was it. Gone. Yeah. Back at like the very start, I don't know how. Why was Okabe so surprised that Kirisu remembered? Like, yeah, this is where I got stabbed, right? Okabe's like, you remember? Like, you know, like it was a big thing. It's like this has been happening to the others. The other people remembered. Faris remembered. Fucking. Ruka remembered. It's not like anything new, Okabe. Okay, I did write down was Okabe about to say that he loves Kurisu, but in the end he did anyway did it straight up. I find it crazy the fact that Okabe had watched Mayuri die so many times at the point where he just doesn't even feel it anymore. That's rough. That's just rough. I thought it was weird that Kirisu mentioned that it was better for her to die. Like she said, it was better for both of us if this is how it is. I don't know how it could be better for Kirisu for her to die though. You know what I mean? How was it better for her? I don't know. I mean, I feel like I know this is going to happen. Like, I feel like, you know, obviously we are going to get to a point where we can have Mayuri and Kirisu both in a fucking... I just feel like... I feel like we are, because... there is other shit going on, right? So, first of all, right, Suzu, who... basically the one person in this show that you can pretty much, like, she's the one that is ultimately from the future, and we know that she is. She's the one person that we know for certain is. She says, without a shadow of a doubt, that Kirisu is a CERN operative in the future. So she has to be alive at some point. She can't die at that, you know what I mean? So there's that. So she has to be alive at some point. So I know that she's coming back. I just don't know how. Also, the fact that there was 2 Suzus in one world. I always thought it was weird. Like, the whole, right, the D-mail thing and the memory leap thing, right? Those are sort of different. It's more like you're transferring your memory, or you're just transferring a text back to change someone's mind, essentially. But, of course, Okabe goes with it regardless. But with the time machine that Suzu has, it's a full fucking... it's a full satellite that you yourself can get in. So essentially, you're not just transferring a text over. You're not just transferring memory over. You are transferring a full person through into the other world. So, essentially, when Suzu was here, right, and she was working at the fucking store underneath for Mr. Braun and whatnot, I'm positive Mr. Braun still knew a Suzuha Hashira, right? So in one world there was 2 of the same person. That is where I'm like, okay, right, so we can bring back Kirisu then. We just need to do it with that time machine. Like, but again, it's like, it's sort of that thing where it's like, apparently it's only one person allowed in it. Well, it can only carry one person, apparently, even though it looked like to me like you could fit in 2. Like, you know what I mean? It might end up being a bit of a squeeze, but surely you could fit 2 in there. Even if you had to be on top of each other, it's like, just get it sorted out, shut the door, like, fucking literally, you know what I mean, and go through. There you go, you got 2 in. Because I'm just thinking that there has to be a way that, yeah, even if Kirisu dies in that world line, there's got to be a way you can go back to that, like, in that world line before Kirisu dies, get her in the time machine, bring her to the I don't know, bring her to fucking the world line where everyone is. But like, because if there's 2, right? If it is possible to get 2 people in the same world line, like 2 of the same person in the same world line, right? What did they say? I remember them saying like something at the very beginning of the show about if 2 people meet. But they never explained anything beyond that, though, did they? If 2 people, if the same person was to meet themselves in the same world line, I can't remember what they said. But they did mention it though. The only way that would be possible is if you are able to use the version of time travel that would allow you to transfer your whole body to another world line, right? Because Suzu was in this world where there was a Suzu Hashira, right? This is so ridiculous. Like, I don't know. I guess that's the only way I can sort of see it happening. I'm trying to think of others, but I just can't. So yeah, it's too much for me. But yeah, that's pretty much the breadth of my sort of theory concerning it. Like, it's all to do with Suzu, and the fact that Kirisu has literally just left the show, seemingly, like, you know, at this point it's sort of like an idea. It's like, according to Okabe, like, we're not getting Kirisu back now, right? But it is very convenient the fact that as soon as Kirisu leaves, Suzu showed up. So I think obviously the sort of connector that's going to make this all happen is Suzu, right? Obviously, she's the one that said that Kirisu has to be alive in the future because she becomes a certain operative. Now, I don't know if that is just specifically when she was like that would technically that would be one world line in which it was a certain operative. So I guess it's not every world line, I suppose. Like, she could be that way in an alpha world line, but not the beta one. And then, obviously, with Suzu having that time machine that is able to transfer the full person through, as opposed to just a memory or whatnot, you know? So yeah, I feel like it's going to have to come to that. But yeah, that is all for Steins Gate. So, yes, in the description below, I have a bunch of links to certain things, Discord being one of them. With Steins Gate coming to an end, like, Steins Gate is the YouTube, like, the pool that the public can vote on for, like, what show. Steins Gate was that show, and with it coming to an end now, obviously the Steins Gate 0 and whatnot, but because I've been watching it in dub, I feel like I'm gonna have to see what they're doing with Steins Gate 0 and the dub. Because I'd rather continue it that way, and not have to change over to sub. So, but yeah, with this coming to the end now, there's going to be another poll, like, very soon. So, yeah, if you go to the Discord, because that is where everything starts concerning polls and things, right? If you want me to react to a specific show, you want to go over to the Discord to get that show on a poll. It's normally a top 10, and then from that top 10 list, it gets chosen what I'm being reacting to next. So, yes, we also have Dungeons & Dragons, so if you're new or experienced, it doesn't matter, you can come and join us there. Karaoke, fucking rabbit streams, shit like that. Or if you just want to come chat, like I'm over there, you know what I mean? Just hop over and, yeah, be sweet. Patreon, early access is the big one. For $5 a month, you get access to every show that I do a week in advance. But not only that, you actually get 2 extra episodes. So the general public gets 2 episodes of every show a week. If you're early access, you get it a week early, and you actually get 4 episodes, not just the regular 2. So across everything, I've been like Steins Gate, Haikyuu, Tokyo Ghoul, and Code Geass. That's 16 episodes a week. That's 64 episodes a month, as opposed to the general public on YouTube, which only get 32. So for an extra 32 episodes a month, you can get that for $5, which is great value. So if you want more reactions from me, like quicker and more of them, then that's the place to go. Also, I'm doing Parasite, which is like getting taken for copyright right now, so I might have to change that over to timer base, but we'll see. But essentially, that is an exclusive reaction show, which is for $15 patrons and only. So if you do want to watch me react to that as it's airing, you will have to be a $15 patron or up. However, that is just while it's airing. So if you can't justify the $15 price tag, or you just can't, like, you can't afford it, then don't worry. Just wait about 2.5 months. That'll be the time when I finish it. After I've finished it, then I'll be uploaded to YouTube. Okay, so for the public. So yeah, you're not completely left out. And finally, my PO box address is in the description below. So if you do want to send me anything at all, you can do with that address down there. I will open it up on video, and it'll be a nice little surprise, and I'll react to it and all of that. So yeah, thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.